Alright, let's get started. So, last time in the sprawl, the runners made some last minute purchases in preparation for their bodyguard stint and their Halloweener job. They also briefly discussed roles and logistics for their protection of Stas Volkov and decided that Samson, Red, and Bull would accompany Stas in person while Dith shadowed the group and kept a watchful eye out. At the airport, the runners were greeted by the boisterous Mr. Volkov. Bull used his new proficiency at Russian to make small talk to varying levels of success while they escorted him to their van. Red, who had stayed with the van, noticed a few individuals make a suspicious turn once Stas reached the van, but was unable to get a good look at them. Mr. Volkov was ready to let loose after his long flight and wanted to see the famed Seattle nightlife. So the runners asked Dith where they should go, and after several suggestions, they decided on Matchsticks, a jazz club styled like those of the 1920s and 30s. Live music and private booths seemed perfect for a fun but secure night on the town. On their way there, Dith noticed a car was following the van, but in the rush hour traffic wasn't able to get a closer look. At the club, Stas proceeded to order many libations for himself and the runners, most of which were turned down. Being a tough Russian mobster, Stas had a lot in common with the runners, and the night was going well until the singer, beautiful elven woman in a red dress, finished her set and was getting some refreshments at the bar. Stas looked to the runners to be his wingmen, which they enthusiastically agreed, and headed over to her. Bull almost caused a scene when he grabbed a drink one of the servers were bringing to a table, but managed to apologize to the bouncer and avoid getting kicked out. He did redeem himself when he was able to clear up some space at the crowded bar so Stas could start up a conversation with the singer. Sadly, he struck out and was by this point looking to get some late night grub before retiring to his hotel. He had heard the local sushi was excellent, and Samson knew just the place, the raw shrimp. At the restaurant, they were taken to a private table in the back, and Samson began ordering some of his favorites for Stas and the rest of the runners. Sam noticed the waiter appeared a bit nervous, but being around several heavily armed individuals tends to do that, so he paid it no more mind. However, Dith, who was hanging out at the coffee shop down the street, noticed the waiter come out in front of the restaurant and make a hasty phone call in Japanese. Dith, unable to understand most of the conversation, did manage to pick out the word Volkov. Not taking any chances, Dith warned the runners inside something was up, and they quickly paid and left. While the runners left the raw strip and headed for the hotel, Dith lagged behind and noticed the car he had seen tailing them earlier pull up, and several Japanese men with tattoos get out and go into the restaurant. Soon after, disgruntled customers began filing out, and the neon sign above the door changed to close. Dith didn't really dally much longer and also made his way to the hotel. At the hotel, the runners helped Stas to his room, and by this point, he seemed ready to crash for the night. The runners set up for their round of guard duty, knowing this night was likely to be a long one. That's where you are now. At the hotel, what was this again? Hotel Monaco. I think.
Dip, speakerphone's ringing.
So I'm probably on the drive back, so I'll flip open the phone. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Diff. It's Sig.
Jesus Christ, where the fuck did you go? I had to start without you.
Yeah, no, that's great. I currently I'm at well, it's not important actually. We can talk more in person, but where are you guys at?
Last time I checked, those guys were on the way to the Monaco. Look, I'm gonna go try to post up at the bar at the place. Look, maybe you could. There's been this blue Americana that's been seems to be tailing these guys around. It's tailing Volkov.
Okay.
Maybe you can pick up. It's last time I checked, it was at this sushi restaurant. If you could tail it and keep a tab on it, that would be great. Actually.
All right. Yeah. I'm on my way. What sushi restaurant?
So I'll give them the name and the address.
Okay.
Raw fish, whatever it's called.
Great. Okay. Talk to you later.
All right, guys, turn your comms on. We're trying to
Got it.
communicate through that. So.
Could you?
I'm pretty sure your radios only have like not
15
super-
miles.
13 million miles. Yeah, I don't think they're like super. They're not like cross city.
Why the hell do we buy them?
Well, there's also these other radios called cell phones. You know? Yeah. What rating are your guys' radios and stuff?
Pretty sure like 23.
That's 24, John.
Okay.
I got 6.
Anchor transceiver 6.
Yeah.
So they're mostly 6. Okay. Okay, so you in the city you have a range of 9 kilometers. So it's like 5 miles.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, 5.5 thereabouts. It's not bad.
How far is the sushi place from the Monaco?
You guys don't have any like sort of electronic countermeasures or anything like that, right?
I thought these had ECM on them.
I feel like Alan's right because remember we didn't use the comms during a mission because we were afraid they would get scanned. Or no, it was during the arc, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you have encryption or any. They're not very fancy comms, right? They're just sort
We
of
got to
basic
upgrade our comms.
radios.
Let's flush that.
I thought they were. Maybe not. I don't know.
Do you have like encryption ratings and stuff written down and ECM ratings?
I have a note next to it that says per ECM rating plus 1,000 new yen plus availability. Maybe not though. Oh, ECM. I think it's just 1. Yeah. Yeah. I think just 1.
Okay. It's ECCM, right? Not.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
ECM.
Yeah. Does everyone have?
No, but I'm definitely going shopping soon.
Okay, so I guess Dith's radio is a little resistant to jamming.
Well, I think we all bought. I think I remember about a year ago, we all bought the exact same kind, so we all had like, standardized.
I don't think Sig did. She already had one.
Yeah. But now, a year later.
Okay, so if you flip on your ECCM, then is that I don't know. Is this minus rating of is that the whole trans? Okay, so if you flip that on, it basically cuts your range in half. So just so you know. All right.
Okay.
So you guys, yeah. So we'll catch up. Wait, ooh. So the guys with Mr. Volkov, I know you escorted him up to his room.
Yep.
What are you 3 doing?
My thought would be that at least one person would be outside in the door and the other 2 people would be in. And then we just kind of rotate shifts as needed be.
Did he like pass out?
No, he's watching some TV. in the living room.
How many beds are there? Is there 2? 7?
There's one.
Just one. Okay.
Yeah, and I think the couch might have a pull-out. But that's probably it.
Are there windows inside? I would assume, or is it?
Yeah, there's like basically the wall facing outward is just one giant window.
Okay. Ideally, I think we should have at least one other person on the inside that's probably just paying attention out the window, making sure nothing's coming at us from that direction either. And then the third person could just be on like a rest shift or whatever, and then just kind of rotate as need be.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody's in agreement.
Yeah, that sounds great to me. Makes sense.
Yeah, we can have like the other 2 guys just sit outside in the hallway, I guess, and the one in the room. I don't know. Or yeah, one sleeping. You said.
Yeah.
The window and one outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
We can probably just keep the door locked on the outside. Not necessarily that would stop them from breaking through the glass, but just any
You're like
easy access.
18 floors up or something.
Hey man, you never know. People like jumping out from helicopters and shit.
Sticky grenades shot from the building beside.
Oh, and the secret knock is shaving a haircut. So
Classic.
no one will ever figure that one out.
So basically, once you get past like maybe 4 or 5 levels, the building sort of like becomes sort of like an oval skyscraper. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then yeah, you're just on one of those floors, and sort of the outward window curves, so the room is not quite square. So who's gonna be outside? I mean, Stas right now is watching TV on the couch, so
I can hang outside.
okay. Do you want to be by the door to your room? There's like a little sitting area near the elevators, and there's 2 stairwells at either end of the hallway.
Yeah, I'll sit by the elevators.
Okay.
How far are the elevators from the room?
From the door, they're
3 miles. Good choice,
right out of comm range. No, they are. Let's see. Maybe like 8-9 meters.
Okay, so they're really close.
Yeah, pretty close.
Can we see the stairwell from the like if he's sitting? Is it like an alcove? That's.
Sadly, no. The sitting area is on the others. Like, there's basically a hallway running down sort of the middle of the floor, sort of in a curve, and the elevators are in the center. Like the elevator bank is sort of in the center of the floor, and then at the window by the elevators, there's like a few couches and a little sitting area. But that faces away from the main hallway.
So there's no line of sight from the door to the elevator alcove?
No. There's
Okay.
like a bend.
I'd probably just walk. I'd probably just pace the hallway then.
Okay.
Just thumping up and down all night. Because he probably weighs a decent amount, right? A little bit more than normal.
I have graceful footwork.
He's
Sure.
got. Well, actually, your legs are meat, right? I don't think you don't have. You have 7
yes,
arms.
I
and
think-
7. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
you still have fine motor control. Don't have to clomp around. Okay, so Samson's patrolling the hallway. Bulvi, what are you doing?
I guess I could go to sleep first, if you want. Oh wow. Yeah, maybe I'll do that because Red probably needs to sleep straight through, otherwise he'll be cranky. So we shouldn't split up his sleeping. Although, so you could go to sleep
Tired
first,
guy.
sleep twice.
Just because I'm tired doesn't mean I get cranky. You've seen no proof that I get cranky when I'm sleepy.
Whoa! Don't get cranky.
What?
Yeah.
Shut up, DM! Nobody's talking to you.
I don't know. It's up to you. Do you want to sleep straight through, or do you want to sleep wake sleep?
I mean, there's no sleeping straight through, right?
Sure, there is. You could sleep twice, and Samson and I can just switch off hallway to window.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. I thought the idea was to rotate and.
Well, somebody's gonna have to. I guess only one person then would stay up 8 hours or 6 hours.
It's probably like almost midnight by now.
Well, let's hope this guy sleeps in. Yeah, I guess I could go to bed first then. How long do you want to do? Like 3 hours each? 3, 4 hours?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you gonna sleep? Stas is sitting on the couch. There's a few like armchairs. There's a table.
Take the bed.
There's like a desk. There's the bed in the other room.
There's no TV in his room.
There is.
Is he like coherent, or is he kind of just like lounging around, kind of half awake?
He's watching some very trashy American reality TV and laughing uproariously. It's Duck Dynasty 60s one.
61.
See.
It's
They're
now
all
it's
still alive
transitioned.
somehow.
Yeah, they're all cybernetic. It's transitioned because they had the money for it. It's transitioned from a duck calling business to like it's rivaling some megacorps. And it's an expose about their darker dealings, and yeah, it got really nasty, very competitive. So hit squads,
I guess I'll just
assassination
try and
attempts.
find the biggest chair and lay down in there and watch TV. Just allow myself to fall asleep, I guess, if it happens.
Okay, so you like sit in a lounger. Stas sort of tries to make conversation until he realizes you're trying to fall asleep, and then he just goes back to watching the TV. So Samson, you're watching the. Oh wait, Samson's in the hallway. Red, you're watching the window.
Yeah, I mean,
Of, like, the living
there's
room?
only one window, right?
Well, there's one in the sort of sitting area, living room, and there's one in the bedroom.
I would make sure that all of them are locked first. I guess the first thing that I would do.
don't even
Assuming
know
there
if-
are locks on there. Like I don't know if there's.
I don't even think they could be opened.
Okay, but there's not like a balcony or anything like that.
No balcony.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah.
huge, giant windows from ceiling to floor, or floor to ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably.
They have like privacy measures. They have like image curtains. Like you can basically project whatever scene you want, and it will like block outside view, and you'll see whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll just darken the one in the room, and I'll just hang out in the like living area.
Okay. So you, Bull, and Stas are on there. Samton's outside. So I guess Dith. Yeah. So Dith, you're coming down the street. You see the the hotel.
Monaco. Okay. Yeah, I'll try to find if there's street parking, maybe a few blocks from here. A little bit out of the way, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, you can find one within like 3 blocks.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Yeah, I'll park.
Yeah, like up the street. There's a parking structure, or do you want to park on the street?
Yeah, I'll go on the parking structure.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll see how long you stay there, and we'll charge you.
Okay.
Downtown parking is expensive.
Yeah, I know. That'll be 50,000 yen. What? Oh my god.
Especially at 2:00 in the morning.
Yep. And then I'll make my way down the street, and head in to the Monaco.
Okay.
Try
Yeah,
to
you
get
push.
there unmolested.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty late, even for a Saturday night. Or is it, wait, is this? No, it's good. But anyway, it's it's still downtown on a night on a weekend, but it's just people going about their business, going from club to club or coming home, the usual. You get to the hotel and push through one of its swinging doors, and it's got a very fancy entrance hall. Several couches. There's even a fountain surrounded by sort of glass at the front that you see as you walk in. There is the front desk, and off to the side you see an entrance to a bar / restaurant on the first floor, and then down there's a hallway that leads to the elevators and what look to be like, what are they called in hotels? They have like those big ballrooms and stuff that are used for like events and all that,
Yeah,
like
ballroom.
galas. Yeah,
Yeah.
Conference rooms, I guess.
yeah, all of the above.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'll head in the front door and make my way towards the bar. If the front desk kind of tries to stop me, I'll address them. I won't try to like slip into the bar without being seen.
Right. No, I mean they see you heading to the bar, and it's a public bar, so or at least like the front half is. There's you might need to be a customer to go any further, but don't you have like a room? Didn't you make a reservation or something?
No, I asked Tony to
Oh,
tell
right.
the front desk to expect me, just kind of allow me to be in the public lobby area
Right.
with not too many questions asked, if possible. So.
Okay. Yeah, but they don't stop you when they see you're going to the bar.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head in and try to find the door to the bar. Is it like a glass door that looks out onto the lobby?
There's no door actually. It's just sort of like an opening into the
Okay.
bar and dining room.
Okay. I'll try to find a spot, maybe a seat at the bar itself that kind of looks out, that has a vantage point down through that opening into the lobby.
Okay. There's not many people at the bar at this hour. The one bartender still working is just mostly like cleaning up, but it's not quite last call yet.
Okay. Yep. I'll grab an old fashioned from the bartender and plop down and keep an eye out on any people walking through the lobby.
Okay.
In particular, any tattooed Japanese fellows
Right. Yeah.
with interesting haircuts.
Sadly, that's 90% of their clientele.
God damn it. There's a convention in town this week.
Yeah. It's tattoo and hairstyle convention, East Asian. Okay. So yeah, you're hanging by the bar. It looks like they're getting ready for like a personnel shift. Like the night crew's coming in, people there are like cleaning up, they're like filing stuff, closing down computers, washing up, hanging up chairs, all that stuff. Okay, so Sig, you got this address from Dith. He told you there's a blue Americar there, and he wants you to tail. What do
Okay.
you do?
Well, Sig is riding her. I mean, yeah, she'll head to that address and just do a pass by in front of the place, see if she spots the car.
Yeah, as you drive by, you see the blue Americar is parked sort of right, not like directly outside the restaurant, but maybe a few car lengths down the street. The sign still reads closed, and most of the front lights are off, but you do see some light bleeding through from, somewhere in the back of the restaurant.
What's it? An Americar.
It's like your standard Ford, such and such. It's the base standard car of 2060s.
Gotcha.
It's like the Ford Focus. Of,
Mercury Sable, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So it's not right in front of the bot or the joint. Okay. So
It's close though.
It's close.
You don't see anyone in it. There's a few passersby on the street. There's a coffee shop that's closing up.
Okay. So she'll pull up. She'll kind of do a loop around the block and pull up maybe at the corner of the street, in some place in view of the AmeriCar.
Okay. I was just debating if she would want to put the tracking device in the car, or if it's not worth it. Yeah, I'll have her just kind of stake it out, and Okay. So you probably like pass by the restaurant and then like do maybe a quick like U-turn and pull into a spot down the street where you can still see the restaurant in the car.
okay.
Cool. And then you stake out. Cram out. Okay. So yeah, I guess time advances. There's like an hour or so goes by. Dith, the bar sort of empties out by like 1 a.m., 1:30. Last call comes and goes. But the bartender, people start to leave and the bartender sort of says, yeah, everybody, we're closing up.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Dith will finish up his drink and leave a tip, and he'll head back out into the lobby. And
Okay.
Are there any? Is there like a seating area out in the lobby?
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's plenty of seating area or seating. Couches and several recliners and stuff.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he'll go take a seat over there with a good view of like the front entry, and if there's any like magazines or any sort of papers or anything, he'll grab one. Otherwise, he'll just kind of pull out his phone and start kind of flipping through it.
Playing Flappy Bird.
Indeed, yes.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Let's see. Okay, so after a little bit, like maybe like 20 minutes of you sitting there, you get a few glances from the front desk. And then after a while, someone like comes around the desk and talks to you. He's like, "Are you waiting for someone, sir, or are you a guest of the hotel?"
Indeed, I believe Mr. Falsetti perhaps mentioned that I might be here this evening.
You see him like sort of perk up when you say that. And he says, "Oh, okay, yes, one moment, let me check." He goes back around the desk. I think of how. And then you see him punch a few things on the computer. Then he picks up the phone and he has sort of a low conversation for a moment, and he puts it down. And he comes back around and he's like, "Oh yes, Mr. Darkstar. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Let me know if there's anything I can get you."
Indeed, thank you so much. And what is your name?
You can call me. Some call me. You can call me. What's McKinley? Mr. McKinley. I'll be here for the next hour or so, but then the night manager will come in. I'll let him know your situation, of course. But until then, let me know if there's anything you need.
Very much appreciated, sir. Perhaps a coffee if you have? Not too picky. Could be the back room sorts.
Just right away, sir. And you see him go behind the desk and disappear further into the hotel. And then he comes back out to the front desk, and soon afterwards, a young hostess comes out and brings you your coffee on a tray.
Gracias.
De nada. Okay. So that's sort of the only thing that happens in the first few hours for you, Dith. As for the guys up in the room, Stas at this point is passed out. TV's still on, but he's softly snoring to himself on the sofa. Besides that, no real change. Sampton, you do get a few awkward glances by people coming home late back to the hotel. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if there's nothing happening, I think we'll probably just rotate after, I don't know, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, something like that.
All right, cool. So then what's the rotation now?
I guess
Or what
I
would
would
the
wake
rotation be?
Bull, and I guess Bull would go outside, swap with Sampton, and I'd be sleeping. And Sammy would take
I
watch.
scratch your eyes out because of my night terrors.
Okay, no problem.
And Bolvi, you also notice that, like, this hotel, it's being like such an old and upstanding hotel, it's not really super well made for trolls. Like, you have to squeeze through every doorway. Even the elevator is a little tight for you. And like the hallways and stuff. It's just not very metahuman friendly.
Of course it isn't. Story of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess I'll squeeze out the door. Maybe rip the handles off 2 chairs and sit so it'll fit my... No. I'll just lean up against the door on the hallway, the wall.
Okay, so you're just like sort of like hulking in the hallway. Yep. Okay. And then now Red is sleeping and Sampton is at the window.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, the cred stick. Yeah.
Okay, so Sig, at around like how long do you stay? Like an hour and a half, hour 45 go by, no real change. You're muted.
Sorry, yeah. If no one approaches the car within like the first 30 minutes, she'll start getting like a little antsy. And she does have her tracking device in the car, so she'll take that with her and get out of her car, kind of look around, see what the, now that she's waited a little bit longer, hopefully there's less foot traffic, and she'll just sort of casually stroll towards the raw shrimp.
Okay. Yeah, the streets are pretty empty by this point in the night. Street lights have all come on. Okay, and you're strolling over there? Yeah, you get up to there. Like I said...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, towards the car. Front of the shrimp is closed up. Lights are off.
All right. Anything of note inside the car?
Give me a perception check.
Very well. She's not going to touch the car. She doesn't want to set off any alarms or anything. Target number? Or
Just yeah. I mean, you have low light and stuff. Just 4. Okay. I mean, you see like a few food wrappers and stuff on the floor, and there's like a blanket over in the back seat. It's hard to tell in this poor lighting. You don't really see anything out of the ordinary or anything.
So she'll as stealthy as possible. Oh, are there any cameras in the front of the building that are looking at the car?
Yeah, there's like one of those cheap bubble cameras out in the front of the store.
Interesting.
And there's also like a little alleyway next to the restaurant. Looks to be like for like a back entrance and deliveries or.
And is there a camera above that door as well?
Yeah, I mean the camera by the door probably has vision of that sort of corner, and also the front door.
Wait, so there's 2 cameras.
No, there's one camera like near the corner.
Oh,
Like
it's
this-
on the corner. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Can she tell if it's moving?
No, it's like one of those cheap cameras that just has a really wide angle lens and stuff, and just
Gotcha.
sits there. It's pretty cheap.
Well,
Sadly, you've alerted their on-staff security rigger, and the camera transforms into a turret and starts.
I should have hacked in. Well, she will. Is there any way to get to the car? Maybe coming from the other direction without being spotted, or in the angle of the camera?
I mean, yeah, you could like make your way, like in the street, and like just follow from car to car. Like
Okay.
keep the cars in between you and the
The camera.
side of the wall. Yeah.
She'll kind of casually sort of keep walking by the car in the storefront, and make her way down a little bit further down the block, across the street. So, or no, she'll just stay on the other side of the cars.
Mhm.
Right, yeah. And she'll kind of like crouch and slowly, gradually, carefully, stealthily walk back towards the blue Americar.
Okay, give me a stealth check. As- At this point in the night, there are several gaps between cars parked along the street, so
Okay.
you have to move quickly and silently.
This is open, right?
Yeah. It's the hottest.
Where my
Okay.
6 is at?
Not there.
No, there's 2 rolls. Saving it for big stuff.
Alright. Okay. So you walk through, or you sort of move between the cars and stay low, which isn't very difficult for you. And yeah, you get to like basically the side of the Americar and have it between you and the storefront and the camera.
But yeah, so she'll kind of get on her side and sort of try to attach the tracking device underneath the car.
Okay. Give me a luck check. Target number 4.
Luck.
Yeah, that's basically just your current karma pool.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't use up any of your karma pool. It's just how lucky are you? Okay. Yep. So you sidle into the car, Got your tracker.
All right. And she'll crouch up again, dust herself off, and
Wait, you're attaching the tracker?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Give me an electronics check to see how well you can put it in and connect it and hide it, or attach it.
Electronic warfare, right?
No. No. I mean, you can use stealth as a complementary skill. If you have any sort of like electronics or even like electronics build and repair or whatever.
No, yeah, I have electronics. So complementary skill adds.
You roll the normal skill, and then you need at least one success for a complementary skill to be applicable. And then you roll your complementary skill, same target number, and every 2 successes count as an additional 1 on the original test.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Target number's 4?
Actually, yeah. Target number will be 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Careful. And stealth.
Okay. So 2 successes. Cool. So yeah, you put it in a pretty secure place, not where it's going to get a lot of vibration or jostled loose, and hopefully pretty out of sight for anything but a thorough investigation.
As long as they don't bottom out, it should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Great. She'll sort of sneakily. Oh, in the alleyway. So you said that the back door is covered by the angle of the lens, right?
Well, the camera would see anyone coming in and out of the alleyway. It doesn't have view of the entire alleyway.
Right, but what if somebody? Okay, so what if you came in from the other side of the alley?
Then this camera, would not be able to see.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well, she'll cruise. She'll sneak back the way she came, and then walks, nonchalantly back in front of the raw shrimp. And then she'll.
So you're gonna go around the block, the other side.
Yeah. Go around block to the other side of the alley.
Okay.
And
You go in there. You see there's several sort of big metal doors that look like side entrances to many of the businesses that line this alleyway.
All right. She'll walk down the alley. Does she see anyone in the alley?
No. Looks empty. Just rats and trash.
Yep. All right. Well, she'll walk down the alley to the raw shrimp service door.
I mean, these doors aren't marked, so
Oh, it's
you don't know exactly which one. I mean, you could probably have a pretty good guess, but
well. I guess I'm assuming it's towards the end, because if it was at the corner of it's at the corner of the end of the alley.
Mhm.
It would most likely be the first door.
yeah, there's like several doors like right next to each other. But yeah, I mean, if you choose the door closest to that end of the alley, yeah, it's probably a pretty good guess. You can also look at some of the trash outside each of the doors and get a better view of what business, dumps their trash there. Okay, so yeah, you find the door. It smells like... What would it smell like?
Fish.
Yeah. Rotten fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Does it have any security measures on it?
Looks like it has a lock.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. She'll see if that lock is being used.
Yeah, you pull on the door and yeah, it doesn't open.
Okay. Is there a crack?
It actually, it doesn't even... How do these doors work? Yeah, it doesn't even have a handle. It's only meant to be open from the outside and then propped up if you want to use it for deliveries. But I mean, you try to like sort of get your fingers in the crack and try to pull it open, but no, it's secured.
But there's no way to tamper with the lock.
I mean, yeah, you could try to pick it.
There is something on the outside. Okay.
Yeah.
What skill is that associated with?
That would be. Don't know.
Stealth.
I don't think it would. Unless stealth has like some sort of specialization that would indicate that it can be used for special alertness, hiding, sneaking, and theft. Yeah, I guess it would be technically theft. Stealth check. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Do you have like lockpicks and stuff? Or are you just trying to make do with like a knife and a bent pin?
Yeah, I don't have a lockpicking kit on me.
Okay. So I'll say it's like target number. Doesn't look like a very secure lock, but you're not working with much. So I'll say target number 8.
Okay. Oh, give me some sugar.
Yeah. You pick up like an old paperclip or like something from the trash, an old twist tie or something. I don't know. And yeah, you try to jimmy the lock, but it's just not working. Your pin breaks halfway through.
Scuds. Well, guess I'm back up the alley.
Okay.
Loop around back to my car.
Yep. Okay. So you head back there, and get back in your car, and maybe like 20, 30 minutes after you're back in your car, just sort of sitting there watching, you see like this like big truck comes around the corner, sort of behind you, like the end of the street that's behind you as you're sitting looking down at that, and it sort of like starts slowly making its way down the street. It's sort of like it's like a big sort of delivery truck, kind of about the size of a like UPS kind of FedEx truck thing. You're muted again.
Right. Can she tell if it has any markings, or she's just seeing it in her mirrors?
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing in your mirrors. It's night.
Okay.
It's very dark.
She'll kind of slump down in her seat, get low, try not to be spotted in her car.
Okay, give me another stealth check.
Oh, baby, get my stealth on.
Nice. Okay, so you slump down. The car or the truck passes by. Its lights wash over the inside of your vehicle, but you're covered. You sort of like drape your coat over you too. Just get as low as you can. And it just sort of rumbles by, and then you see it sort of like stop in front of the restaurant.
All right. Yeah, I mean, she'll stay put. See if she can observe anyone getting in or out of it.
Okay. The back door rolls up, and you count probably 5 or 6 people. They're all wearing sort of face coverings. They all have sort of black masks and darker clothes on. They all jump out and head out into the alleyway by the restaurant.
Huh.
Truck is still running.
Ooh. Did I notice a driver get out?
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, not dealing with those numbers.
Okay. So yeah, the 5 or 6 go. You see one sort of lag behind. You see a flash of light as it looks like he's lighting up a cigarette, and then he sort of stays put by the corner, smoking
Right.
through a hole in his mask.
Is Dith within comm range, or do I have to call him?
You'd have to call him.
Right. Well, give Dith a ring. Hey,
Pick up.
Cool. Hey, Dith. Yeah. So I'm here at the Raw Shrimp and got my tracking device on the Americar, but now a large delivery truck has pulled up and about 6 masked, assumingly armed men got out and went up the alley by the Raw Shrimp. I don't know if they're here because the people inside are suspicious of me or whoever was creeping around, or if they're setting up for some kind of game plan. But all told, based on the numbers and the people that you've told me about, you saw, and then that I've seen, we could be dealing with 12, 13, right? Because it was like 5 guys got out of the mirror car.
No.
There's two guys that got out of the America.
Okay, so yeah,
It was 6,000.
It's a cloud car. It's a modern day cloud car.
Double-decker bus. Yeah, so we're looking at maybe 7 or 8 potentially armed gang individuals, hopefully who do not figure out where Volkov is staying, but I have a bad feeling they already know.
Wow. No, that's very good intel. Look, if you feel safe remaining there, it would be great if you could wait for them to come back out and give us a play-by-play of their movements. But if you get the sense that they're onto you, don't take any chances because we can't. It's going to be tough for any of us to get to you if something shakes down.
Well, don't worry. I don't take chances, and she'll kind of reach over to the passenger seat if she's got her Benelli shotgun sitting under the seat. Yeah, we'll be okay.
All right. No, great work. Thanks for the heads up.
Right.
Be in touch.
They got will continue.
So Dith will hang up and make a call to. He'll call Red.
Okay. Wait. Yeah, Red's asleep. Alright,
Okay.
Red, you get woken
He
up by
calls
your,
Red. Yeah.
by your...
Do I get woken up?
I mean...
Give me a sleep test.
I guess give me a... Alright, give me a perception test, but only roll half your dice.
You said perception?
Target number. Yeah, target number 4.
Rounded up or down?
Down.
Yeah.
So D&D rules, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, Red and Stas are having a snoring contest, basically, Samton. And, it's like sawing wood. When Stas breathes out, Red's breathing in, and so on and so forth. It's just abysmal.
Is it his turn, or is it my turn? I guess to crash and for
No, not quite yet.
Red to come back out, or
No, not quite. Red,
Okay.
do you have your phone on vibrate or silent or
Probably vibrate.
ringtone? Okay, so I don't think Samton would hear it over the snoring.
Okay. So after Red, Dith would try Samton.
Okay, Samton, now your phone starts ringing. Give me a percent now.
yo,
Hey, heard from Sig. She's staking out the sushi joint.
cool.
She, not super cool. A delivery truck showed up with, I think she said 5 or 6 masked people got out. She thinks they're armed, and they went in.
About how soon after we left?
There was, I think I told you guys about the Americar that showed up soon after you guys left, maybe about 15 minutes after you left.
Yeah.
And 2 Japanese fellows got out, went inside. So it's probably an hour or so after that, by the time Sig got there and kind of staked out the place for a while, this delivery truck showed up. So anyway, it doesn't look great. Looks like there might be some company tonight, so I'm having Sig stay there, and hopefully, if she doesn't get picked up on, she can tail them and tell us our movement. But I'm also in the lobby. I doubt they'll come blazing through here, but just in case, if I see some figures, I can let you guys know.
Alrighty.
But, be aware. Looks like they're on to Volkov. Hopefully they don't know where he's staying, though.
All right. Stay safe there, buddy.
Yep.
I love you. Okay. So Sig, a few minutes go by, and then you see maybe, seven individuals come back out. The guy finishes his Sig. Oh wait. Yeah. Sig. Yeah. A few minutes go by. You see 7 people come out. The guy finishes his cigarette, tosses it away, and they all jump in the back of the truck, roll down the gate, and they start driving off.
All right. About how many guys did? About 8?
Yeah, with the guy. Yeah, it'd be 8.
Okay. So Sig will give Dith a heads up that she's on the move, and I guess she'll stay on the phone with him. She's got a earpiece. Let me check that earpiece real quick. Earplug, cell phone. Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
And she'll tail the truck as safely as possible.
Okay. Give me a. What would it be? Yeah, I guess. Give me a drive check.
Can you get any more info on like if the truck's labeled?
It doesn't have any labels. It's just sort of painted matte gray. It has a Seattle truck license plate. Yeah, nothing much about it. No markings of any kind.
All right. See how she'll keep up with the truck drive check. Open text.
Yeah. Just do open. It's basically sort of like tailing check. Okay. Okay. So you tail at a pretty good distance, and make sure not to make any sudden movements or turns that would make it obvious that you're tailing them. And it appears like that works. Dith, back in the lobby, the night manager, just sort of a dwarven woman, she's been just sort of there all night. She hasn't bothered you. You see, she gets a call at a certain point, and like you can even hear it. Like you've got the hearing implants and stuff. You can hear that there's this very irate guest screaming about something, and she does her best to calm them down, and then tells her she'll be right up to deal with the problem, and then she hangs up and heads towards the elevators. After she leaves, one of the bellhops comes over to you, and he sort of says, "Sir, we're gonna have to ask you to leave. It's getting late. It's about time we close up the front lobby. We don't like guests hanging here all night."
Can you describe the bellhop? What he looks like?
He looks to be like a teenager, like couldn't be older than 19. Pimple-faced, sort of darker skin, but besides that, just looks like a teenager.
Has he been in the lobby most of the night, or have I seen him?
He looks like he came in with the night shift. He was also doing sort of clerical work at the front desk with the manager.
Okay. Did I ever see him and the manager exchange words in private about me at all, or seemingly?
No.
Okay.
I mean, they've had like conversations between each other that you haven't heard, haven't been able to eavesdrop on.
Mm.
But yeah,
Is
they've been
he
doing that all night.
Japanese by chance?
Give me a perception test.
Just use the first set.
It's hard to tell. He doesn't look Caucasian, but he could be Azatlan. He could be. He looks like a mix of races.
Okay. Dith's kind of on his phone. He won't like look up at him when he speaks back, but he'll say, "A close friend of Mr. Falsetti's. He was expecting me this evening."
You see him like sort of look at the front desk and then turn back. He's like, "I'm aware of that, sir, but we're still gonna have to ask you to go to your room. For the night, we can't have you hanging out in the front till morning."
Dith will kind of look up at him. I don't see why it's a problem. Do you shut down the lobby? Do you, by chance, take these sofas and move them into the back for storage overnight?
The cleaning crew will be in soon, sir, and they'll have to get to work here. So it would be best if you would leave.
Oh, that's no problem. I'm happy to accommodate them as they're cleaning. Look, do I need to get on the phone with Mr. Falsetti to clear this up? What's your name, by the way? I can just have him tell him myself.
You see, he looks a little nervous, but he says, "My name's Jimmy. Look, you're welcome to use the phone in the back office if you'd like."
That's okay. I have him on speed dial. Just a moment. Why don't you wait here, Jimmy?
Okay. He's pretty flustered, but stands his ground.
All right. Yep. Just gonna call Tony.
Okay. Give me a. Let's see. Give me a luck check. Target number 5. See if he's awake.
Okay. What's luck?
It's just your current karma pool. So it'd be like your total karma minus any you've spent so far.
Okay.
So basically, as like
my current spendable karma, good karma, right? Or karma pool?
Karma pool.
Okay.
It's basically like, the more you use your karma pool, it's like you're sort of using up your luck. So like you're rolling stuff, buying successes, all that stuff.
Is there a target number?
Target number 5. Okay. He's awake, but he's not. Doesn't seem happy to be woken up at 3 a.m. But he picks up the phone. He's like, "Yeah, this is Tony."
Tony,
who the fuck is calling?
Tony, it's, Mr. Deshane at the Monaco. I hate to bother you at this late hour, but
Oh, Dith, what's going on?
we got a bellboy here. I think he said his name is Jimmy. What's your last name, Jimmy?
Jimmy Chen.
Jimmy Chen, he says. He's giving me a little grief about getting out of the lobby that I was told wouldn't be an issue to kind of linger in this evening.
Did you tell him to fuck off?
I did indeed, and not so many words, but Jimmy, would perhaps you like to speak with Mr. Falsetti? He's not very pleased, but...
Don't put me on the phone with that jackass. Just go talk to the manager. She's a very nice lady. I believe her name's Beth. I'm not sure though, but just talk to her. She'll straighten it up. She knows the setup.
Very good. Will do.
Okay.
Apologies again there. Vinny, but
Yeah, no problem. I'll see you at the meeting tomorrow.
indeed. Sith will hang up.
Okay. See, Jimmy's face is like beet red at this point, and he's just sort of like shuffling his feet.
I'll be speaking with the night shift manager when she returns.
All right, I'll let her know. He storms off back around the desk, starts shuffling papers furiously.
Jimmy, do you think I could get a refill on this coffee while you're back there?
Says I'll see about getting the. He takes the cup as he leaves. He's like, yes, yeah, I'll get you a drink.
Much obliged.
Okay. Okay, so that's what's going on there. In the room, you guys doing anything besides just keeping watch?
No, I'm just hanging out in the hall, like kind of wander a little, I guess, like Santon did, up and down, sit on the floor, lay on the floor, whatever.
Okay, so you guys are just hanging out. Okay, so Sig, the truck. Yeah, I mean you know all the locations. The truck definitely seems to be making its way towards more central downtown in the direction of the Monaco.
Yeah, they're definitely heading towards downtown.
Oh, I forgot you were keeping him on the phone, so he would have had to hang up on you or put you on hold to call.
Yeah, well, he was on. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, to call. Like, damn it, Death.
So you probably caught like part of that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. She'll get a call back from him or whatever. No, she'll just inform him of that, and whenever she gets in range, she'll switch to her comm.
Okay. Yeah, it's almost like maybe another block or two. You also see the night manager comes back, Dith, and you see Jimmy sort of talk to her, say a few things. She sort of you see, like you hear her say in like a louder voice. She's like, "What? Why would you like? Why would you go? Like, why would you bother him or something like that?" And then you see her sort of like, yeah, like go in the back, and then he comes over to you and he's like, "You can talk to Beth in your office if you wish."
I'm sorry. Were you talking to me?
Yes, sir.
Oh no, sir. I stepped away from the computer. If you didn't see me, so I wasn't. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. I thought you would have. Sorry.
Night manager came back. Sort of. Her and Jimmy had like a heated conversation, and then she went into the back, and Jimmy came over and said, "You know, you can talk to her. She's in her office if you want to talk to her."
Very well. Thanks, Jimmy.
Goes back around the desk.
Okay. Yeah, Diff will make his way back.
Okay. Yeah, he directs you to the. Let me see. Let's set up. Okay. Yeah. You like you come around the desk, and then through a door into her office. Yeah.
Beth,
She says,
hello.
Yes, I apologize for my bellhop. He's new. It won't happen again. I know you're a friend of. Wait, what's his last name? Falsetti?
Falsetti, yeah.
Yeah. I apologize. I thought I brought him up to speed on that, but apparently not.
No, it's no trouble at all. Is the Diff will close the door.
Mhm.
Do you mind if I ask a few things about Jimmy? You mentioned that he was new.
So yeah, I mean, I've been working here a few months.
Few months, okay. Was he? Does he have any other experience in hotels or hospitality management?
I think he mentioned on his resume that he had worked at one of the Coffin hotels downtown, but I don't know.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's an entry level position.
Do you mind if I ask? I understand it's not totally my business. Feel free to turn me down, but is he from this area or is he from outside of Seattle?
No, I think he's born and raised in Seattle.
Have you, I don't suppose it might sound odd, have you noticed any suspicious activity with Jimmy? Any hushed conversations on the phone recently? Anything that he shouldn't be
Shakes
doing
head.
on his shifts?
No, he's. I mean, it's a pretty low stress job, so no, I mean, he's been getting his work done. Everything's been filed. Night check-ins have been smooth. I haven't noticed any lapse. What's this about? Is he bothering you that much? I can tell him to go home.
No, not at all. Just curious. There are some, as I'm sure you're aware, you have powerful clientele that often spend the night here, so I just want to be sure things are the best they can be to provide the utmost security.
She's like, she nods her head. She's like, well, yeah, we pride ourselves on taking care of our clients. Will that be all, Mr. Deshane? I don't know what name.
I believe so. By the way, you're not expecting any late night deliveries? You don't get deliveries this late on a Saturday, do you?
She shakes her head.
Okay.
No, that would be quite out of the ordinary.
Good. Very well. I will return. If you happen to notice anything this evening, don't hesitate to drop by and let me know.
Sure, just the usual irate tenant. Apparently, someone on the 18th floor is being bothered by some gentleman hanging out there. But you being friends of Falsetti, I'm sure you're aware that we turn our head at certain things. Indeed.
Well, Beth, pleasure speaking. I'll be back over in the corner there if you need me.
She nods it and let me know if there's anything else you need.
He'll head out.
Okay.
And he'll stop next to Jimmy on the way back and
Jimmy's
look,
not
Jim.
there.
Oh, damn. Sorry. Jimmy.
Okay, so Sig, the truck is turned the corner at the on the street where the hotel is.
Okay, so I mean, by this point, yeah, she's already on the comms and has told the group about the truck, and yeah, she'll relay that. Okay, guys, Mama Bird is swinging on to the street, Monaco's street. Things are about to get pretty interesting.
Is that the front street or a back street?
It looks like, well, Yeah, it looks like it's heading around to the rear of the hotel. Yeah, and it pulls up to the back of the hotel where there's like a sort of a large delivery entrance. And you
So
see
you're reporting this.
Yeah, play by play. Yep.
Okay. Dith's gonna stand up and see if he can make his way towards kind of where he thinks that would be.
Okay, so you head down the hallway towards the back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Sig, you see the back entrance open. You see someone dressed as like a bellhop opening the door, and then the truck's back opens up, and people start hopping out and heading into the rear of the hotel.
All right, we got
Okay, I'm doing an about face as this. I thought I could make it there before.
No,
Bellhop.
not quite. It's sort of concurrent.
Bellhop has led in these masked men. As they're getting out of the truck and heading into the building, are they holding weapons?
Yeah, they're definitely holding something. Even a few of them have like swords, like katanas, but most of them have like mostly like submachine guns and pistols and stuff like that.
Huh.
Even a few, maybe a shotgun or two.
Dith is heading back to the front, and he's gonna burst into Death's office.
Okay, so Dith turns around, runs back to the office, bursts open the door. Beth's sitting there, tapping with the computer. She's like, as soon as like the door slams open, she like almost falls back in her seat.
I'm just gonna grab her wrist and say, "We have to go now. Come on."
She's like, but she doesn't resist too much, and you drag her out of the office.
And I
where
tell
are
her
you
to
heading
grab
to?
like a key, if she has a key card that is like a master key card, to grab that.
Yeah, she's like points down at her waist where she has like this sort of card attached to her belt. So yeah,
Okay.
I got.
All right, so I'll pull her out of her office, slam the door, and have her lock it if she can with the key card. In case there are any sort of controls in her office.
Yeah, she swipes her card to lock the door.
Okay, and then I'm going to rush her to the elevator and tell her, like, we gotta go.
So what? Why are we? What? Where are we going up?
Up, yeah.
Why?
I'll tell her what
Why
floor
don't we just
they're on.
leave? What's going like okay, you drag her into the elevator, hit the 18th floor button, door closes. She's like, what? Why? Okay, she's very confused. Out back in the alleyway, Sig, people have filed out. Even the driver of the truck has gotten out, closed it up, and gone inside, and they've closed the shutter behind them.
Okay.
You're sort of, I'm guessing you're like at the end of the alley, like maybe you pulled up. You didn't enter the alley or anything.
Can I get to the front of the hotel from the back?
I mean, you can go around, to the front.
Okay, but like on foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what do you mean?
I
mean the alley connects around, or you can just go around from where you are to the front.
Okay. Well,
you're not you aren't stuck anywhere.
Yeah. No, I was just trying to think if I should mess with their truck before I head in. But probably no time for that. So she'll zoom around to the front of the hotel and well, let's see who's in the front. Is there a bunch of people out front?
No, it's empty. There's not even anyone at the front desk.
That's right. It's like after midnight.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, she's got her shotgun in tow, and got her secure clothing on. So,
okay,
she's gonna duck down behind the front desk.
Okay, wait, hold on. There's like 20 things happening before you get into.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, what else is happening?
Okay, so Sig is heading around the front.
Yeah.
And we'll get back to that.
All right.
Dith, what are you doing?
Okay, so I slammed the button for 18.
Right.
And look, there are
So Sig's probably doing that while the elevator's going up.
8 masked killers that just got led to the back by Jibby. They're here to kill someone. You need to stay with me.
You see all the color drain from her face. And she's like,
Look,
we need to call the police. What did we do?
look,
Why are we
I need
going
you to
up? We
think-
should have been
I need you to
leaving.
think right now, Beth, stay with me. I need you to think, are there any open rooms, open vacancies on the 18th floor?
She's like, you can see her like trying to rack her brain. Let's see. Someone roll. Dith, if you want to roll her intelligence, target number 4, to see if she's able to think clearly.
Okay, what's her intelligence?
4. A little above average. Okay, so she stops and thinks for a moment. She takes a few deep breaths. Let's see. She says, yeah, one of the smaller rooms, one of the doubles is open at the north end. Why?
Okay. We need to move our target. They're going to be expecting a certain room. And then immediately he's going to speak into the comms. Red, Samson, Bull, you guys all up. We need to get Volkov up and moved immediately. They're here.
Code Red.
All right. Are we making for the door, or what's the deal?
Yeah, we're coming up on the elevator right now. If someone can meet us, me and the night shift manager. There's an open room. There's a vacancy room on the 18th. We're going to move Volkov into that room. And I'll give the room number.
Oh, yeah.
Be advised, 8 people, some with SMGs, some with swords, whatever other manner of violent apparel.
Oh, sounds like a lot of fun. Okay.
Okay, so Sig, or Dith, you're like halfway up the elevator. Sig, you come. Let's see. Yeah, you come in the main room, shotgun out. Immediately, like sort of like this like red light comes on, and it's like sort of like this warning sound comes up. And like this automated voice comes on. And it's like, please drop the weapon. The authorities have been notified. Put your hands on your head and lay down on the ground.
Threat. Heading back out the front door.
Okay. He's doing an about face, head out the front door. So meanwhile, in the on the 18th floor, Sampton has, I guess, woken up Red and yeah, appraised you of the situation. Volkov, you're able to wake him up, but he's obviously still pretty out of it. But he's like, what's going on?
Get your shit wired, Mr. Volkov. We may be soon taking you up on your hazard pay. Let's go. Come on.
Things were getting boring.
Yes. We wouldn't want that. Give 30 seconds. Let's go.
Okay, so you rouse him, and you all get out the front door and over to the other, or the vacant room that Dith told you about?
The north side or whatever.
Okay. It'll still be maybe a minute or so until the elevator gets here. Are you guys just hanging out outside the room?
Yeah,
or are you, like,
I'm just like
doing
half
anything to
squatted
prepare?
in that like bouncing ready mode, waiting. My turn to come.
Okay. One sec.
I can go stand by the elevator, and you guys can kind of hang out in the room near the door if you want, in case it's not them coming up the elevator.
Well, if it's not them coming up the elevator, you might need some help.
Well, I guess I could get a chair ready and just chuck it in there as soon as the door opens.
1 second.
I'm pretty sure Bruce Willis did the same thing in Die Hard. So
that's the wrong one.
It all worked out. It all checks.
yeah, pretty sure he blew up the first 4 floors of that hotel though.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Geronimo, motherfucker.
I'm not going to lose my shoes, though, this time.
Ah, nice. Good move. Good move. It's all because he had to make goddamn fists with his toes on that carpet.
Yeah. Oh, no, because that asshole on the plane told him to.
Yeah. Thanks, random asshole.
How could he have known? Alright, once I'm putting the map on here so you guys can see the 18th floor.
So you said the windows don't open and there's no balconies?
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of stretching it too much. Alright. Yeah. So you should, yeah, you can all see that, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, this was Stas's room. Where those two, rooms next to each other. There's the window. There's the elevator bank in the center, and the two stairwells at either end of the hallway. The empty room is this one, in the top left. And yeah, that's where Dith told you there was an empty room.
Do I recall when I went behind the front desk? Did I see cameras, or were they in her office?
Yeah, I mean, there's cameras all over the hotel.
Right, no, but camera feed. I mean, like
camera feed at her desk. No, I don't know if you. Let me just check. Let me see. She probably has one, but she wasn't actively monitoring it. I mean, she could probably bring up something like that on her workstation or something, but I don't think she was doing it at the moment.
Okay, I was just curious if behind the front desk, if those guys came through there and were able to see us, like, moving him down the hallway. I was just curious.
No.
There was, yeah, okay.
No, yeah, that would be really tacky. This hotel's far too refined to, like, just have a bank of security monitors behind their front desk. Okay, so Sig. Okay, well, wait. Yes, well, Sig was doing that. Is anyone watching the elevators? I mean, Dith, you're in one, but you can only see.
Yeah, I'll go there.
Is it only because I asked if someone was watching the elevator?
Well, I thought
No,
Bull had
Bull
mentioned.
said he was.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
I
right.
said that I would do that if you guys wanted to hang back.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, we
that.
were moving him up the northern hallway, anyways.
And if you see me get blasted against the wall, then don't go that way. Try the stairs instead.
Okay. So, Bulva, you see one of the elevators is almost at the 18th floor. It's, probably like 15, 16, almost up. Several of the others, one of them is around like the 12th floor. One of them is at the ground floor, and one of them is now climbing from the first floor up to, just ascending.
Okay, but I there's no way to tell that they're coming to the 18th floor like a normal elevator, right? Like I don't know where they're gonna stop, right?
Right. I mean, it's just you can see above the elevator like what current floor it's on.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no way to see where it's actually heading.
Uh.
You can only see if they're going up or down.
Okay. Can I ask all calm to death and say what elevator are you in? North,
say
north, left, right, or
that
south,
one did.
left, right? Okay, so you're in the north, right one. How far away is that one?
It's like coming up, like probably ding, like
Okay.
it opens up. Death and this completely terrified dwarven woman are in the elevator. She's like freaking out. She's saying like, "We need to call the cops. We need like Lone Star. Like we have."
If she was like that, Dith would have tried to settle her down before they arrived, if
I'm
possible.
the only star you need, baby.
And actually, I guess this would be kind of concurrent with where Sig walks in the front door. So all of a sudden, like, this like alarm goes off, and it's like this automated voice comes out. It's like, "There's an intruder in the building. If everyone stay in your rooms and lock your doors. Lone Star has been notified, and we'll be here shortly."
Alright, let's we gotta move. Bull, where's Volkov? We gotta get him to the room, let's go.
Just go to the hall and they'll see you.
Okay.
They're to the right, and there's 2 more elevators coming up. So.
Okay, yep, we're going to the hall, and we're gonna wave them down towards this room with us.
I mean, they were already there.
Oh, they're there, okay.
Because you told them the room number.
Okay, yeah. Cool. I'll have Beth scan the card.
Okay, yeah, she like shakingly unlocks the door with her key card.
Okay. Give Volkov, pleasure to meet you. I probably should just stay in the bathroom. It's probably the most secure out of sight you can be.
He sort of like squints at you and he's like, "What are you?" And then he like
Don't worry
looks
about
down and he's like, "Hello, little lady." And she's just like, doesn't know how to react.
So yeah, let's all get in the room. What do you guys think? Do some of you want to wait in the other room as like a welcome party, or just let them go in? I assume the bellboy has tipped them off to what room Volkov is staying in. We could ambush, or some of you guys could ambush them if they do kind of bust into that room, and or we could try to lay low. We could try to lay
Can we do a funny thing where we wire string to the grenade
door?
Yeah.
I mean,
The night shift manager's going to be real crazy about that idea.
Question about what all weapons and stuff we have on us. Cause,
you can bring in anything that, like, if it's any more subtle than openly brandishing that, like, you can have, like, weapons you maybe had under your coat or stuff like that.
even like firearms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just
it's
curious
like a mob
what setup you
hotel,
are
and you were
per se.
No, I mean it was a mob hotel, and you were expected guests, so you kind of got a pass. But yeah, I mean even you like couldn't just like openly bring a firearm in. Like their automated system would still, like that's what got Sig.
Was it just like a camera that like scanned him and saw like that he was carrying a gun essentially?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I was just curious in terms of what we would have been able to actually bring in and stuff. So
as long as it wasn't openly visible.
Okay.
Would a staff
and as
be
long as it
considered
wasn't
a
like
weapon?
No. Well,
Because it'd probably be pretty obvious.
like it's an ancient Native American spear, so like
Yeah.
I mean
The walking
you
stick.
could have right, I mean you could have maybe gotten away with it. Like there's a lot of weird religions out there now, so it could have been just like, oh, he's a practicing spiritist.
I'll say that line that Gandalf says where he doesn't want them to take his staff.
An old man is
wouldn't
walking. Yeah.
deprave a man
Mhm.
from his walking stick.
No, I mean you're coming in with like Stas, like and you were sort of his bodyguard. It's sort of expected, and you already have, like, the hotels already knows, and so you guys can, within reason, as long as it's not like a box of grenades or something like that.
I want all 20 with me at once.
Because even that would like trip some sort of like bomb sniffer or something.
Just bring it in the back. Apparently it's fine if you just bring it in the back door.
It's true.
We have to know Jimmy, though, to get in the back door.
Right. Those contacts. Those teenage contacts. What? So yeah, we could just try to lay low in this room?
Yeah, I mean, do you think that the group is just going to bust in every door until
I feel like they may just break down the wall.
I think so.
And like shoot up everyone here, so.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like this is that big of a footprint of a hotel. I think it would be worth your while to just systematically sweep every room.
So, I mean, what do you think the best plan is? Ambush them after they go in the room? Kind of bottleneck them at the door or something? Or?
Well, let me just be the one crazy voice here, but I mean, we don't even know that they're here for him. But
no, evidence seems to strongly suggest that they are, though. I specifically heard the name Volkov exchanged by one of the men who called all of these to his restaurant. So soon after that, they met up and all came straight here. So.
Well, the danger with splitting up is if all 8 go in the room and there's any kind of delay, whoever's in the room with 8 guys is going to be in a lot of trouble.
I mean, we could just try to split down the stairwell and just get out of here. Move the target to another hotel that doesn't know about him and, wait out the rest of the night. I mean, the one thing is that Lone Star is coming now. I don't know why. I assume the alarm tripped because... I don't know if Sig told us or not, but Dith would just assume that it was because of the 8 masked men that came into the building with the guns.
Yep. And that's Sig's story, too.
Amateurs. And so we don't want to... I mean, we don't have a great history with Lone Star.
What do you mean?
So we probably don't want to get caught up in any kind of investigation that they have.
Crispin.
So we could just try to cheese it out of this building.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Lone Star's called, maybe we wait it out in here and the guys get spooked and take off and come back later.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the risk if they get spooked at all, or if they're just committed to
the cause.
Would we get spooked, guys? Would we get spooked? No, we wouldn't. We would go in there
spooked,
and we would kill them. That's true.
Wasn't for like a turret was gonna drop down.
That's probably a safe call then. Just leave.
I mean, Red would probably suggest either cheesing it or booking it or staying hunkered down in this room. I don't think fighting's the right course of action right now, especially with the alarm going off.
And Lone Star on the way?
Yeah, I mean, if they bust in this room, sure, then we start fighting. I mean, we can bottleneck them easily enough. It should be, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, and that's actually, I'm afraid by the time it takes us to get down to the first floor anyway, Lone Star might have arrived, so they'll see a bunch of us running out of the building. So we should probably hunker in this room.
We could steal their truck, though. You guys sneak out the back.
I don't know if we'll actually physically be able to get downstairs with all of us before a Lone Star patrol shows up. Because we'll probably take the stairs, maybe?
18 flights of stairs? That's
I know, it's a lot of stairs.
Yeah, let's just book in the room then.
Alright, Volkov, Beth, why don't you come with me into the bathroom? I physically can't, undergo strenuous fighting.
Here we go.
Well,
You guys just handle everything, and I'll sit
literally
here on
my
the bed.
hand is in a cast.
You can still shoot a gun with your other hand, can't you?
Little offhand.
Oh, that's true. Is it your offhand, like you're not your main hand, or does that even matter?
I don't know if it matters mechanically.
I mean, there's not a hard and fast rule for it, but I would assume if you're firing.
Yeah. So I'm getting my smart link installed in one particular hand. So, yeah.
Yeah, it would be like the hand you use to shoot.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys close the door behind you. Stas, well, it's kind of hard to get Stas. Like, Stas wants to have one of you hand him a gun, he'll fight next to you, but, like, you manage to convince him, and he's, like, just in no shape he'd do more harm than good. So he finally relents and goes into
that liquid courage is a little much sometimes.
He had a lot of it. But he relents, and he comes into the bathroom with you and with Dith and Beth, and he just starts like singing Russian folk songs or something.
Jesus.
And he asks if anyone brought anything to drink.
Unfortunately, no. Just gonna try to get him to stop singing by asking him about his where he comes from in his hometown.
Let me sing you a song about that. No. Okay, roll me a negotiate check, Dith. He's pretty drunk, so difficulty 4. Can't use all his mental faculties. Okay, yeah, you managed to divert him from his boisterous singing to something else, and you all hunker down. So you're all inside the room, door closed. So no one's like looking out. Are there peepholes also in fancy hotels too, or is that like too low class?
I think so. I don't think it's low class. I'm pretty sure there's people.
That's just good safety, isn't it?
That's good safety.
I think the idea in a high class hotel that you don't have to worry about safety.
Yeah, but all those high class people are even more paranoid than us normal people.
See.
Okay,
Right.
I'll say
Peepholes in high class hotels.
Don't forget to add Seattle in 2062 into your.
Of course.
It's got to be up on the Times.
okay. We'll say yes, but we'll say it's a future peephole. It's just like a fiber optic camera, like out on the door, and there's like a video screen on the inside. So you guys can have that on.
Is it rotatable? The people like the camera, you can like make it turn down the hallway.
Like extend? No.
No, not extend. Just like turn on a 45 or whatever within the socket that it sits in.
I don't know. Make a
Just
luck
wondering.
check.
It doesn't
Make a
have to
luck
be,
check.
just- Okay.
We'll say target number 6. See if you got the room with the rotatable door camera.
And that's just my current karma pool as a number of dice.
Yeah. Nope.
Oh,
It's just a static
piece of shit
camera.
hotel.
How could they not realize that someone would want to
Yes.
look at the entire hallway from their room? Okay, so eventually, everyone give me perception checks, I suppose. The difficulty, since there's a few walls between you guys, we'll say sound is rooms away, so we'll say target number 6.
Three for me.
Okay, so yeah, you have those super ears. You hear the elevator ding that it's reached this floor, Even oh Jesus, you're like all the way in the bathroom, but somehow, you can hear a pin drop, and you hear. Actually, it should have been a little harder, but you still rolled like
Well,
10.
yeah, I still got 10 and 11
So
successes.
yeah, you hear the elevator ding, and you hear several like heavy footsteps run down and away from you towards the room you were in, or the room, Stas's room.
Okay.
And then all of you can hear the sound of a door being kicked in, and even like,
Right.
yeah, wrenching wood and cracking and all that.
Okay. I'll kind of just obviously over the comms just mention that our friends are here.
Okay. And then you finally hear the sound of wood and drywall giving way as the door and maybe most of its frame are broken out. And you hear several shouts. Let's see. Let me. Okay. A few shouts, but nothing more than that. And you hear people like throwing stuff, like chairs and stuff to the sides, tables being flipped over, things being broken. And that goes on for like a minute or two. Sig, what are you doing? You left out on the street. Forgot to ask.
Yeah, so I guess after being spooked by the security system, she's gonna take her car around back to the alley again.
Mm-hmm.
Leave her shotgun in it in the car.
Okay.
No masked men are around the truck or anything. He said the driver got out.
Yeah, it looks empty.
Okay. So then she'll run back around to the front of the building
Mm-hmm.
and go in through the entrance.
Okay.
Hopefully not get shot by a mini sentry.
No mini sentry.
And then she'll head to the back door.
Okay. So, okay. Yeah, it's not that hard to intuit. You go like down the hallway past the elevators, and there's a smaller hallway that you take. It looks to go to the back.
Okay. She'll kind of crack the door open, peer in, see if anyone's in there.
You look in and you see a body in a pool of blood.
Okay. She'll take her Ares Predator out.
Okay.
And yeah, slowly crack open the door, kind of move in, gun drawn.
Okay. The person in the pool of blood appears to be wearing a hotel uniform.
Okay.
They seem to have been riddled with bullets.
Interesting. But Sig hasn't heard any gunshots?
No.
She'll come and say, hey, they might have silencers, guys. And then she'll get to that back door and hoist it open.
Okay. It's locked.
She'll search the corpse for some key
Okay, you roll over the guy.
or creds.
Yeah, he has a cred stick.
Oh, ching.
But his key card is missing. Or
Balls.
he has no key card.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, there's like a thing on his waist that was torn out. which you suspect is where the key card used to be.
All right. Well, she'll also back to the front desk. She'll take a look at the elevators as she's on her way back past them and see if they're what floor they're on.
It looks like one of them has already reached the 18th floor.
And the other one's still moving?
No, none of the other ones are moving right now.
So, but there's only one on the 18th floor?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there's two.
There's two?
Yeah.
And then the other two are on the bottom floor?
No, one of them's on, like, probably floor 4. There's one still in the lobby.
Random one. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Huh. Alright, yeah, then are each of the elevators operated by an individual up and down, or is it a community up and down button?
It'd be individual, I guess. Like, probably one for each side, like of 2.
Okay. She'll call one of the elevators on the 18th floor back down.
You hit the button, and it says, the voice like, the elevators have been disabled for your safety during this time. Please go back to your room, or leave the building, or use the stairs in case of emergency.
Shit. Okay, so then she'll head back to the front desk, see if there's any key cards.
Okay, so by this time, so freeze frame.
All right.
Back on the 18th floor, the crashing and slamming and stuff in Stas's room has ceased, and you hear like more stamping out in the hallway. It wouldn't be that long yet. And then you hear them start to break into other doors. Sounds like they're starting with the one across the hall.
Jesus.
But
I assume do we hear like screaming as they break open that door?
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds like we might need to get out of here. We could try to slip down the stairs while they're inside of other rooms. Or we could all get into the bathroom and the closet respectively and make them think that this room is empty.
I don't know. It sounded like they tossed the place that Volkov was in pretty hard.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll get
Is there a pool directly below the window out our window? I'll just jump into.
You hear a gunshot,
deep.
or you hear several. Well, wait, no. Everyone, give me a perception check. Forgot. And these ones will be target number. So this is same floor. Oh, okay, but that makes it easier. So it's still 6. It's multiple. So it's got 1. Okay, so Samson and Diff, even from this far away, and Samson probably for sure, like you recognize the sound of a suppressed suppressed automatic fire. Probably like several bursts of 3 shots, and then like the screaming stops.
they're okay.
And now you hear
Just shots.
you hear them breaking into other rooms. Probably several more.
Okay. On the far end of the hall.
Yeah, it still sounds like those rooms.
Alright. The stairwell is right adjacent to us. I say we can even go to another floor and find another vacancy to hide in. They can't break in every... They'll probably work through this floor, then seize it because Lone Star is coming.
Well, they said there was 8 of them, right? So they're probably all up here. You think we can sneak out, even though it's right around the corner? How many of us? There's 6 of us? 5 of us? Without them seeing us? So if they see us, they're just gonna... Although the hallway's curved. Yeah, maybe we should go now.
Yeah.
Yeah, go now. They're gonna work. They're gonna go to the far end rooms first. So.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys are gonna try to sneak out?
All right. I'll just pick up a bed and take it out the door and block the whole hallway with it.
You'd have to probably dismantle the bed to get it through the door.
It's probably actually bolted to the floor anyways in the hotel.
No, they're not that worried about people stealing beds in this place.
Well, those are the kind of hotels I stay in. So everything's bolted down.
Those troll hotels, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say everyone gives us stealth checks. Are you also taking Beth?
Yes.
Yes.
They're just gonna kill her.
Okay.
Should just tell her to stay here. It'll be fine. But definitely leave her alone.
Yeah, so that she can be captured and give away our plans.
Okay, so everyone rolls stealth, and then I'll take the average of everyone's rolls.
Alright, still. Let's see.
Is that quickness?
Yeah, if you default, it's quickness, and then you also take a
Oh, no.
minus.
Yeah,
Stealth
I have
skills.
Yeah.
I do have it.
Sorry.
Okay, so and we'll just.
Oh, look at those ones. No.
We won't even roll.
Fives
for
though.
stuff.
Not 4s and 5s.
Whatever. We'll just say you're guiding them. Okay, so everyone just rattle off what their highest roll was.
9.
9.
5.
5.
And yes.
The average is 7.
Thank you.
Need to check that. I don't have my calculator.
Median.
Shut up.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, I don't know. 28 divided by 4. Yeah, so. Okay, so you all. So now we'll roll for them. They are actively searching, but they're not all aware. So.
Has anyone else in the hotel, by the way, come out of their hotel rooms on this floor? To see what's happening, what all the commotion is?
Not since the alarm or the warning. And also the doors are sort of in lockdown. Luckily, the people of you with Stas were already outside of your room when the alarm was tripped, so you were fine. Okay, so yeah, they're distracted. Okay, so you guys have +1. Okay, so you guys are stealthy, but you hear as sort of you push open the door to the stairwell and usher everyone through. You do hear sort of an exclamation from down the hallway in Japanese. Don't have you? Doesn't Sampton speak Japanese?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no. I mean, don't really need a translation. It's basically like over there, or I heard something. And you hear at least 2 sets of feet start walking or trotting down the hallway towards you guys.
We're in the stairwell, though, now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Which way does the door open from the stairwell? Does it open into the stairwell, or does it open out in the hallway?
It opens into the stairwell.
Oh, perfect. So it'll be easy to block their access. But they could just shoot right through it.
You also hear in the stairwell. You hear several pairs of feet on the stairwell, echoing through it.
Are they from below us or above us?
It's from below you. I guess, yeah, they'd be close enough. Yeah, you can like look down and see there's like a shadow of like people coming up the stairs.
All right, Dick's gonna point up the stairs and start immediately moving people upward in the stairs.
Red's gonna go down the stairs.
I'm gonna jump down to try to beat him down there. It's a race.
Yeah.
Where's the levitate
We could just
spell when you need it?
pretend to be
No.
drunk rowdies that they might.
Yeah, I mean, I guess order's kind of important. I would assume. I'd assume. I guess Dith is probably leading, going up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tear the master key off of her like waist, the waist holster that she has, and just grab it myself, so we don't have to worry about it.
She sort of lets out a yelp and then like stifles it.
Samson smacks her. No.
break her neck. Just leave her there.
It echoes throughout the stairwell.
Can't scream now, can you?
Okay, so you guys start. I'm assuming you're still keeping your stealth.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start running up the stairs. You hear the feet in the hallway behind you come like running up to the stairwell. What sort of, Samson, you said you wanted to block it off or something, or?
That was until I realized that they're brutally murdering anyone who's. No, because as soon as they figured out that, because what I was thinking is, we could delay them or forestall them. But, there'd be like one person left behind, and we might just be better served by all moving together, moving on.
Okay. Once they burst through the door, it's, even if you're moving up the stairs stealthily, there's like 6 of you, and they're sort of actively looking. The people coming up the stairs didn't hear you come in, but...
Right, but the guys coming down the hall, they're on the other side of the...
That's true.
Trotting down the hallway. We could probably make it up a floor or two before they get to the stairwell.
But you're not moving too fast, or you'd alert the people down below you. Because they're like charging up the stairs too. So
kind of move a little faster than a walk, but
yeah. So we'll say everyone. Beth's gonna slow you down. She's a dwarf.
I could pick her up, I guess.
It's true.
With permission.
Human shield. Yeah. Well, she's not really gonna resist, so you can just like.
We'll just be like the Thunderdome. I'll just throw her on my back, and she can direct me.
Okay.
So 3PO and Chewie.
So you're not running. So it wouldn't be athletics really, because you're not running flat out. I guess. Yeah, it would just be like all base quickness. But you're all moving together. Ugh, this is awkward. Okay, we'll see. Okay, well, yeah. We'll say they don't. You're able to make it up a few flights before you hear the door down below you swing open. And you hear this the door just slams in back on its hinges, slams into the wall. And you hear 2 people, at least 2 people come in. They're sort of yelling stuff in Japanese. They're like, to each other, like, where do they go? Should we go up or down? And then you hear them like yell down to the people coming up the stairs behind you guys. And Samson, you just hear it like, did you hear anything down there? And they're like, no, did anyone get come past? Or yeah, did you hear anything? And they say no. So then they start like running up the stairs. And like are you just gonna just run now, or like?
Why don't we try to slip out one of the nearest floor that we're on?
Nearest floor. Okay.
Quiet.
Right.
How many floors are there above us? If we know. Probably not too
There's-
many.
Yeah, it's 18, 19, 20. I think. Yeah, so there's like a few floors above you. Actually, you're probably on the top floor. There's probably like the roof almost.
Well, there'd be like the penthouse level, right?
Yeah, that's basically where you are.
No.
There's like that and the roof.
Okay, well, I mean, at least we've split them up probably, so we could go up to the roof and just kill them up there, and hopefully the guys on the 18 don't hear them. Don't hear
Okay.
the fight, and then we can come back down.
So you're
and
gonna
the
take
rest.
the 20th floor exit, not the roof or anything.
The roof might be a little safer because there won't be any collateral damage. We're all deciding this as we're quietly running up.
Yeah, there's no like.
Yeah, there's like no chance.
basically,
like, Diff,
yeah, so
Diff, you're in the
Diff's-
lead, so you make the
Just in the
choice.
lead.
Yeah, sure.
He's gonna, as we're kind of, he hears this downstairs. He's gonna swipe the card on the 20th floor. The
Okay.
door.
Yeah, the door unlocks. And you
Slip through.
push it open as easily as you can, and everyone files in. So I guess the 20th floor looks pretty similar to the 18th, but there's less doorways, so you assume each room is probably bigger. That's probably divided a little differently, but same
Okay.
sort of layout.
Fuck it, we gotta try it. Just gonna swipe the card to the nearest door. He doesn't have time to ask Beth she's not even gonna be able to recall what the availabilities are up here, so.
Right. Okay, you unlock the door. Let's see. Roll a luck check. And say target number 6. 1 success. If you get How this is gonna work. If you get 2 successes, it's empty. If you get 1, it's occupied, but only by, we'll say, like an older entrepreneurial gentleman. And if you get no successes, then it's like
It's a Mexican family of 13 in here.
it would be, I don't know, what would the worst case scenario be?
Probably a hostile, probably like a mob guy who's in here.
Okay, yeah, we'll say it's like a
Gray would probably be the worst scenario.
There are people from this group that are in there.
Yeah, this is their command center.
All right, we'll say worst case scenario is, yeah, a hostile or a defensive occupant.
Do the
Yeah.
shave and haircut knock. Do the shave and haircut knock. And then yes.
All right, here we go. Target number 6. Just for my edification, can I use karma to re-roll a luck check, or is it like this is it?
Yeah, but then you'd be re-rolling 1 less dice. Because you'd be like using.
right.
You can also use one to just buy one success, right?
You have to burn it.
Yeah, it's a little more complicated than that.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You can buy additional dice, then yeah, that wouldn't work on a luck test. Basically,
Alright.
luck is just rolling to randomly see what stuff there is.
Here we go. Ah, damn it.
All right, so you swipe the key card, push open the door, and immediately, let's see. Yeah, like a door not a door, a chair comes like hurtling at the door. Are you going to dodge?
Block with
Yeah.
the cast arm.
I'm going to dodge.
So much for
Yes.
your resting for today. That's screwed down.
If combat breaks out relatively soon, just remember how many combat pool dice you use on this, because they won't be available for the first round of combat.
Okay, that won't happen.
So yeah. So he's like hucking a chair. It's not very accurate. But you still have to decide how many dice you're spending and spend them before I make my attack roll.
Oh, I see. Can I spend a limit, or is it quickness, double quickness, or something?
It's however many combat pool you want to spend.
Okay. I'll spend all of them.
Target number 4.
8 dice.
Okay. We'll say this is at medium range for a chair. So his target number to hit you is 6. So you got 2. So you have to beat 2.
-4 target number, right?
Yeah, target number is 4. Okay. So the chair comes hurtling over and just sort of like you hit the ground as soon as you throw the door open. Chair comes hurtling through, crashes against the wall opposite. Luckily, the rest of you were sort of still coming through the stairway door and into the hallway. So yeah,
So Dithel
so the door
immediately
crashes.
put on a panic, like a just scared shitless face. Hold on, you have to help us. There's mob members downstairs. They're just murdering everyone. Please let us stay in your room.
Okay, you see like a big hulking. At first, you think it's like an orc or something, but no, it's just a very muscular human, still in like his like underwear, and he's like getting ready to like huck another chair. Give me a negotiation check to see if you can convince this guy you're not.
Fast talk.
Yeah, fast talk is fine. Target number is 3. Not very intelligent person. Okay, so he's got the chair above his head, and then he like looks at you. He's like, "Are you with the mob?"
No, what? You fucking kidding me? No. Jesus, just trying to stay at night here. Please, we can't talk. We can talk when we close the door, but we gotta get in. They're coming up the stairs.
Who's we?
The people that I'm staying with. Look, they're just.
He, like,
I
he,
swear
like,
to God,
looks,
they will.
If he's trying to look around the neck of the
If you
the edge of the
If you don't
door.
let us in, they will just kill all of us, including yourself.
But if they find you in here,
It doesn't matter if they come in this room, they're gonna kill all of us.
Let's try another room.
fuck,
us
just
being
get.
here.
All right, he like waves you in, and like as
Suddenly
like
a dwarf, an elf,
Yeah.
a troll, an orc, and a cyborg human walk in.
he just like looks at you and he's like,
Start of an amazing joke.
he like looks at you and he's like, "You really don't work with the mob?
Not with that one.
You look like muscle if I've ever seen it."
Dith will close the door as they get in, and just put his finger up to his lips.
The troll lip.
So Sig, what have you been doing while this has been going on? Have you tried to make your way up to the top, or prepping down below? Hello?
Sig.
Damn it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, sorry. I was scanning the front desk for a key card.
Oh, right. There's plenty of blank key cards.
Okay.
They would-
Is there a key card maker or like a printer or what do you? I don't know.
Actually, yeah. They use cred sticks as key cards. Like they would authorize your cred stick for activating. So there's like a bunch of those like cred stick readers and stuff.
Okay, so she would grab a couple of them and scan the reader, see if any of them are authorized.
No, there's no cred sticks on the table. There's just like instead of like having key cards and stuff for a hotel, they would just like you would just hand them your cred stick, and then they would authorize that, hand it back to you, and that's now your key to your room as well as all this other stuff.
Okay. Would Sig have any semblance of how to work the key card or the cred stick scanner?
I mean, you could probably figure it out, but that would require you to have like to be able to work like the system, have like an basically hack into the system and get it to work.
Yeah. Well, shit. And there's no other like staff hiding back here or anything.
No, yeah, there's only very few people on the night shift.
Then yeah, I guess she'll make her way to the stairwell. Kind of on her way past the front desk, she'll like look out the front, see if any Lone Stars arrived yet.
No, I mean it's been a very short. It's been like maybe a few minutes.
Okay.
Though you are in downtown, so you suspect that there's maybe another few more minutes until first responders are on the scene. If that, because this hotel probably pays a heavy premium for Lone Star protection.
The front door, is it sliding glass, turnstile?
Yeah, there's like 2 turnstiles entrance. Yeah.
2 turnstiles? All right, well, she'll push some of the furniture into the turnstiles.
Okay. Yeah, there's like a bunch of couches and chairs out here.
Cool. Yeah, she'll push a couple of those into the turnstiles and try to make it so they're inoperable yet.
Okay.
And then she'll head to the stairwell.
Okay, which one, the northern one or the southern one?
I guess she'll open the northern one and see if she hears anything, any footsteps or people yelling or gunshots or the usual suspects.
You don't. Yeah, I mean you hear people running up the stairs for sure. Definitely like at least a few people, a few heavy boots making their way up the stairwell, echoing down.
Okay.
They sound like they're several floors up by now.
All right, and if she goes to the south stairwell, does she hear anything?
Yeah, you hear the same thing.
Ah, shit. They sound like they're ascending or descending. Okay. Well, I guess we're on our comms. Do I know what stairwell the guys are using?
Yeah, you're probably up to date on what they're doing. They're probably like sneaking up the stairs as we speak, or like I don't know, concurrency is.
Okay. Yeah. I gotcha. Then yeah, she'll get into that stairwell and kind of make her way cautiously up the stairs. Still has her predator out.
Okay, so you're also in the northern stairwell heading up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Dith, not moments after the rest of your group comes into this room with this guy still chair above his head. The door closes behind you, and suddenly you hear the stairwell door like slam open.
Okay. Yep. Dith, in the most urgent face he could give, just tries to give like a shush look to everyone without actually verbalizing anything.
What? I didn't hear you. No, but I would obviously keep quiet.
And Dith is going to climb under the bed.
See ya.
Red might position himself by the door and try to look through the people, and there are peoples in these doors, right?
Yeah, there's like camera, video mounted things. Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a screen on the inside that has connected to
Okay, so I don't actually have to look through people, just kind of
No.
a display on the door.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I would just position myself by the entrance and I'd take out my big old staff and just kind of get ready for anybody that would try to bust down. Obviously, paying attention to the monitor. So.
Okay, you definitely, like, a second later, you hear someone, like, try the handle on the door, but it's obviously just relocked itself when it closed. And then you hear footsteps going further down the hall.
Right.
You also,
Nobody's on the
To wait
monitor
in
anymore.
silence.
yes, Red, you don't speak Japanese, right? Samson, are you anywhere near? Are you also by the door with Red, or are you maybe taking up a different position in the room?
Yeah, I mean, if nobody else speaks Japanese, it'd probably be. I think we would have decided it'd be prudent to have me near the door, trying to pick up chatter. So yeah.
Nope, that doesn't make sense.
Okay, so you hear as like the door handle wiggles, you hear like someone on the other side speaking. It says like 20th floor, making my way through. Nothing yet.
I'll sort of motion like a stand down, sort of like they're not yet on to us, but they are right outside.
Okay. Mhm. Okay. Trying to figure out what they do from here. So it's been like a few minutes. Give me a perception check, Samson, to see if you can hear anything else that he's saying as he's further down the hall. Since he's not right outside the door anymore.
Target number?
We'll say, so it's through a wall, so I think that's plus sound is, yeah, so target number 6. Okay, you can hear him, like, parts of the conversation, but, like, he's moving further away, and you can only really hear every other word. But it sounds like he's having sort of an argument about, like, leaving. You definitely hear Lone Star mentioned once or twice. But he's moving through, checking every door.
I'm gonna whisper. They might be. They think they might be running out of time.
Okay, so that's all you can hear there. Do you guys just stay put?
Yeah, I say we stay in
Yeah.
this room.
Okay, so Sig, you're climbing up the stairs as fast as your little legs can carry you.
Yeah,
Or
I'm not trying to catch up
Slower.
to the people ahead of me yet. Slower for sure.
okay. So you can definitely hear far above you, like they're like going all out.
Oh, they are? Okay.
yeah.
Well, then yeah, I'll be moving fast.
Okay. But you're just still lagging a bit behind. And then you hear them start, like, you hear some shouts from up above. Do you speak Japanese?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you heard like the shout of like, did you see anything? Did anyone come by you? No. And it's like, I heard something on the 18th floor. We're gonna check the ones up above us, or something like that. And yeah, then you hear like more footsteps running up, like, and several, like a door open up and then like close behind, but you still hear another set of footsteps go up and then another door open and close. The people between you and the voices you heard, or like there's still people climbing up the stairs, like they hadn't reached the 18th floor yet.
Wait.
So there's still at least 2 or 3 people in the stairwell. What you heard like a door fly open, someone yelled down at towards the footsteps you were following, and you can, like, you probably couldn't have made out all that because it was like echoing down stairwell, but you got the gist of, like, people from up above are conversing with those below, and then they continued on upwards and the people still climbing the stairs.
Okay.
So there's still 2 or 3 people in the stairwell.
Okay. Are they still? You said they're still climbing.
Yeah, they're like probably around like floor 14. 15.
And where am I abouts?
You're probably like maybe like 6 floors behind them.
Okay. Yeah, she'll. I mean, she'll keep heading up the stairs.
Okay.
Basically, if she hears footsteps turning around and coming down, she'll. Once they get close, she'll duck into whatever the nearest floor is, or backtrack a little and go into like.
It's like there's like they ascend maybe a few more flights of stairs. From what you can tell, maybe they're up around like maybe the 16th, 17th floor, and they appear to slow down there. And you hear a few of them leave the stairwell, but they're sort of like holding there.
All right. Well, I guess it'll slow up around floor 11 or 12, and she'll let the crew know that they're sort of holding in the stairwell, and in the rooms 18 to floors 18 to 20.
Okay, and Sig, you also give me a perception check. Target number 6, since you're pretty far away. Okay, but yeah, you also catch that sort of bit of conversation that Sampton did, sort of like an argument of like when to bug out, like Lone Star's coming. If we don't like, we need to find them right now. And probably even more since the person you're listening to isn't like moving away from you. They're just watching the stairwell. You just hear like sort of. Well, wait, no, the person in the stairwell isn't talk. You would only hear his side of the conversation. So no, yeah, that's all you hear.
Okay. So maybe she'll move up. It's maybe like floor 14.
Okay, so you just keep climbing.
Yeah, but slower. No, they've reduced their speed.
Yeah. Okay, so Sampton and Red standing on the 20th floor. You hear the stairwell door burst open again, and you hear someone like run sort of down the hallway and sort of yell out. Sampton, you can hear him like yelling for the person on the floor, and he's saying something to the effect of like, we're bugging out. Lone Star's going to be here any second. We'll find them later, or we'll get them later. And the person sort of agrees, and they you hear them leave back through the stairwell they came from.
Yeah, definitely. After he hears the door close, he'll definitely let everybody know.
Okay, so they, Sig, you hear more activity in the stairwell. Like in the floors above you, the doorways have opened and people have come into the stairwell. You hear them sort of saying a few things. You definitely catch like they're saying like, meet on the 18th floor. We're all going to take the elevator back down and we're leaving.
That'd be great when it's shut down. She'll she'll stay put at like the 14th floor.
Okay.
Let the crew, keep the crew up to date. They're planning on using the elevators on the 18th floor.
Okay. The stairwell is now empty. They've all left.
Stairwell's clear.
And yeah, that's all you guys can hear. None of you are on a floor with them anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Should we try to lay low in the building while Lone Star makes its rounds? I don't know if we'll get out of the building before they arrive. Try to find a vacant room with Beth here and just try to wait it out until they leave.
I'm parked out back. You could go out the back way.
It's a lot of stairs to get down.
Mm.
And I'm afraid that if these guys go to the elevator and it's not working for them, that they'll take the stairs down.
Beth says that, like, you know, her key card should override the elevators.
Okay. Yeah, what do you guys
Use the elevator.
think? Lay low or try to get out now?
Perhaps this isn't the best conversation to be having in front of two guests.
Well, we gotta. I mean, do you want to go into the hallway and have it, or?
Well, it's just like not talking about it in front of some random guy's room that we just busted into, and now
He's just sort of like gone into another room
oh well, if he's
and locked the door behind him.
standard.
Any thoughts? I think it might be safest to try to find a vacant room here.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, my biggest concern is that they literally just massacred the entire 18th floor. There's going to be a ton of dead bodies everywhere. They're probably going to be around for a while. And we need to kind of be out, what is it, tomorrow night? That's when the meeting is?
Yeah, tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow evening, yeah.
So I don't know if they're still going to be around and we're able to continue to stay low until then. Or, like, I don't know, that's the one thing that bothers me. I mean, I'm kind of okay with laying low if we think that are... does anybody have, like, Lone Star procedures or something? I might actually... I do. Would I know can I use Lone Star procedures to kind of guesstimate at how long it'll take to kind of...
Yeah.
I've got it too, actually.
Yeah, make a roll. Target number 4. See how much you know. 2 and 2. You know that with something like this, where, you know, there was probably, like, the first thing was probably the alarm going off, and then now they're probably getting all kinds of calls from people hearing gunshots and screams and all that. Mm-hmm. So their response is probably going to be pretty major.
Yep.
By now, you can probably already see, like, you're so high up, you can see, like, sirens and lights in the distance, or you can hear sirens, see lights in the distance, like, tearing down the street towards you. You know that they'll probably evacuate the entire building and then secure it.
So why don't we just have...
teams and stuff.
Why don't we just have...
You also know that, like, with this sort of area, with this sort of Lone Star coverage, there's already probably, like, Lone Star mages scanning the building in astral form.
Okay.
Like, those, like, in, like, super high secure areas, those are usually the first responders. Like, they'll just fly here in astral form in, like, half a minute and take a view of everything.
Can we not just have Beth here vouch for us? Because we're not, like, we didn't cause any of this, so why... I mean, why don't we just go down, and if we get held up, we can just...
They might detain Valkov. I don't know if Valkov is necessarily... We know if Valkov has, like, a criminal ties.
He sort of says... Not in Seattle.
Well, like, if we're I mean, if we can just get to an vacant room, Beth, I'm sure, can find something for us, and the entire building's going to be evacuated. I don't think they're going to be questioning every single person on 20 floors and like running background checks on every single person. Since it seems like it was targeted on the 18th floor, if we're on another floor, it might be okay. I don't know.
Yeah, that works, I think. If we go down to like floor 10, get a room there, and then just wait for them to kick us out. It might be a little bit of wait, but
down to try it. They are going to wonder where the night shift manager is. Beth is right here with us. Look, Beth, I don't know how good you are at telling false truths, but or how you are under pressure, but I mean that's something else to consider. She probably, I don't know if she can lie very well to Lone Star, so.
She says, well, I do work for the mob, and we do pay handsomely into the Lone Star retirement fund, so they shouldn't hassle us too much.
All right.
That's true. I guess
I assume you all have some form of fake identification, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
oh, mine's in the car.
Damn.
We could.
We all pretty much should as Shadowrunners, so.
Yeah.
She says, like, I'm sure as soon as, like, I can vouch for you, and so will the management of this building. So, it's not like she looks at Stas. It's like he's not the first guest to have had protection during his stay here. So, as long as you just stick to that story, you're all quote unquote bodyguards. I think you should be okay.
Okay.
All right.
As long as you don't have any warrants or anything, right?
Well, I
I'm
don't
not aware of it.
think our fake identities do.
Okay.
That makes sense. Our real identities will have all kinds of words on them, but our fake ones are clean.
Okay. So, Beth, could you find another vacancy for us? I guess we could go back to the 18th one, but probably best to go to another floor.
Everybody else is on the 18th floor is dead. I don't think we should go back there.
Indeed.
She nods, says, "Yeah, I can find us something." I think we usually have vacancies on floor 7.
Yeah, it works.
Okay, let's head down.
Okay. So you guys head out and take the elevator down. She swipes her key card and lifts the lockdown for this elevator, and it descends to the 7th floor. And she takes you to the side to like just a small little room, and opens it up for you guys and lets you in, and says, "I should probably be downstairs."
Indeed, probably. Dith will shake her hand and thank her. Don will hear about what you've done for us tonight.
Good. Yeah, put in a good word for me. And I'm sure you all know what to do when the Lone Star comes knocking.
Kill him.
Light up the doorways.
She just like shakes her head. It's like, yeah, Shadowrunners. She takes the elevator back down.
Red will kind of look around and be like, "So what should we do when Lone Star comes knocking?"
I can't tell if you're serious or not.
Mildly, we don't really work with Lone Star that much, if at all. We're normally running from them, so.
I would just cooperate and stick to the story that we are bodyguards.
Okay. As long as everybody's on the same page.
What floor are you guys going to?
7.
Can you pick me up on the way?
Well, you
mean,
can
you
just
can
go
meet us
down
there.
a
Yep,
few
just come right to the door.
floors. Yeah, come out.
Make sure we give her a wrong room number.
So yeah, you don't like minutes pass. You can see like helicopters start circling above, shining lights all over the place. Tons of squad cars and SWAT vans and EMTs and stuff are parked outside. And slowly you can see them, like they send in like SWAT teams and stuff, and then people start being escorted out, and they slowly work their way up the floors, and eventually they come to yours, and like a team like knock on your door. Like they don't wait for you to answer anything; they just like knock and announce their presence, and then just like open the door. And like, so what are you guys all just standing there like hands up, like?
We'll probably
being
be
non-threatening.
Yeah, sitting around the room, non-threatening. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, they would have probably like sent like a notice through the building's security system to like everyone just line up on a wall, like put your hands spread and stuff like that. So you probably just comply with that when they enter, you're all visible. So then, yeah, they escort you out,
Okay.
and they just basically have all the people sort of corralled in an area, and it's all very noisy. Everyone's like scared. Children are crying. It's just a mess. You see a few gurneys come out after a while, with like blood-soaked sheets on them, and they're like loaded up into ambulances and taken away. And eventually someone like comes around and just sort of like starts, like they start splitting off all the bystanders, and they like scan your IDs and stuff. They don't go too far. Eventually someone from the mob, well, they don't say they're from the mob, they say they're from the business board or something that owns this property, and yeah, they start talking to people, and they don't dig much further into the guests of this establishment, and eventually you're all allowed. Would they allow you back into the building? I guess they would. The 18th floor is probably off limits, as is the back loading area. But yeah, they let you back in the building.
Do we notice presence of activity around the back side? Or any kind of cop cars that are screaming off into the night? Perhaps in pursuit of
No.
anything?
No. Like by the time you came down here, then like from watching from the windows of the 7th floor, you didn't see any sort of commotion. It seems like whoever attacked this place got away before Lone Star was able to set up a cordon or anything.
Excuse me a sec.
With the mages, in theory, if there were mages scouting out, would they have noticed anything, or not necessarily?
Well, first off, they have to like get here and then like start scanning through floors for like what the hell's going on. Also, in astral space, you can't like everything is just sort of like drawn in mana, so like you can't read things. You can't. All you can see is people's auras. You can't see faces. So it's like they're first responders, but they can't. They're not like they don't see everything. They still have to like search through every floor. I mean, they can move through walls and stuff, but they still have to search through floors, read people's auras, see what's going on. Also, they probably wouldn't have even entered the building. They would have probably just sort of observed from the outside.
Okay, so then maybe they might have observed the truck
That's true.
leaving with all the people.
Yeah, but they were gone. Well, yeah, they might have seen them, but whoever was here might have also had mages. Yeah, you didn't see any sort of fast response or anything.
Okay. Do you guys want to go back up? They're letting us back to our room. Do we want to go back in and stay here the rest of the night, or just leave and go to some other hotel, some motel in the wall? I don't know. These other guys who hit this place might be blocks away from here, like waiting to look for signs of us leaving. So maybe it'd be best to just go back into our room here and wait out the rest of the night.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, I mean the Lone Star aren't leaving completely for a long time.
For weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they'll hit here again tonight. So,
I mean, do we want to try to stay in another room here? I'm sure.
Well, we have that one on
the
the 7th floor that we could.
Oh, is that actually ours now? I thought we were just in there temporarily.
Well, it was a
Yeah,
vacant.
I mean Beth can set you up with something.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can just collect our stuff from the 18th floor, whatever might still be there, and then just head on back.
Well, we probably can't get on the 18th floor anymore, I'm sure. Because the cops are going to be all over the place. You can't just stroll up there and be like, hey, I just need to get my wallet that I left in this room.
After I murdered all these people, I left my wallet in the bag.
Don't worry, I wasn't.
I mean, I'm assuming like you guys like Red and Sampton and Bolvi, like you probably didn't have anything up there to leave. Like you probably had everything on you when you left. Volkov is probably out, an overnight bag, but he just sort of shrugs.
And his black cred stick. Ah, damn it.
Oh no, that's always on him. He doesn't leave that.
Alright, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Alright, yeah, so you guys get set up with another room and sort of just bunk down for the rest of the night. Yeah, the flashing lights never cease outside of the window. And yeah, I guess that's what we'll end it for tonight.
Well done, everyone. Made it through the night.
You successfully evaded any sort of attack.
For now.
Guys,
now,
I don't know. You guys are just too
Too
good.
careful. Yeah.
I can't spring anything on you.
One step ahead of the game. Maybe a half a step? We'll say half a step.
So we just get flat tires all the goddamn time.
I'll think of something.
One
Right. So end of session stuff. Anybody follow a belief or instinct? Or achieve a goal?
Say, I don't know if Darkstar still has his same goal, but I'm pretty sure he would have met that again, where he would have prevented us from having the drop taken on us or whatever. I guess it was to use subterfuge. I don't know if he really did that, or maybe he did. I don't know.
I mean, he set up Sig to watch the base, and he also just sort of got Red Jimmy and stuff like that. I definitely think he helped prevent anything getting the drop on you guys. Slap patches didn't really come into play. You kind of followed your belief when you talked down the
guy down.
angry tenant, yeah.
I guess we could have just shot him in the head.
True. Awkward questions would have arose. And Beth probably would have been like that. But you could also knocked him out, just taken his room and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Although that would have been loud. But yeah, you followed your belief. Red, you'll do anything to get the job done. Sampton still has its old beliefs and instincts. Didn't get to use his spurs. Bull. Yeah, Bull was sort of the back seat on this one.
Yeah, I was pretty cowardly. I didn't do anything. I thought it'd be pretty
Didn't
dumb for me
punch
to just
anything.
go charging down the hallway. So
Could have punched the tenant.
that's true. Could have punched the guy with the chair.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been pointless. But
Okay. So yeah, I think that's that. I mean, I think red. I mean, if we're doing like multiple goals, like I mean, you guys can choose basically this like goals over again. Like if you achieve it, you can basically say same thing. So I think retroactively, I think red, you achieved your goal last time, and so did.
Okay.
Yeah, you like didn't let any harm come to Volkov this turn and last. And Dith got basically don't let anything get a drop on the team this time and last. And Sampton, you drove without screwing up last time, so you also get a karma for that.
How many karmas my goal worth? I don't know if we ever established that.
All goals are worth one karma. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we evaluated them.
No, I was
Needless.
mistaken the first time.
Okay,
It's always just one karma per goal.
I see.
So that's why.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
Bull. I kind of feel like. I feel like I let.
I got one last time,
Bull's-
so
Yeah, I feel
I
like.
didn't really do much this time.
Yeah, but I feel like that's kind of my fault too, because I was so busy trying to juggle like how the team was reacting and like to what you guys were doing that I didn't really roleplay Stas enough for you to actually interact with him.
Well, I mean,
Oh, well.
there's times for that, right?
Yeah.
When you're trying to like escape with your life, you're not gonna chit chat.
Yeah, but he's the kind of guy who, yeah.
I might have just punched him and they got a karma for doing that instead of actually doing.
That's true.
You
Okay.
never know.
Yeah. Cool. So that's that. Alright, cool. So next week, Dith is moving. Or
No,
Jake,
I'm still
no?
here. No.
Oh, it's the week after?
The week after, yeah, my friend is in town.
Oh, right.
Then the following week,
Then the
I'm
following-
moving. So.
Okay, cool. But I think Matt is taking off
Yeah, I won't be
For the
this
summer.
week.
the summer hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. Yeah, so we'll still plan on next weekend.